Good afternoon, everyone. We are your 49ers scouts. They don't pay us. They should. Grant Cohn, Jack Hammer. We're breaking down Ambry Thomas today, the third-round cornerback. I saw him in rookie camp last week. He looked really good. He basically got Austin Prale cut. Shut down that guy so hard, and then he got cut. So good for Ambry Thomas. Now we're going to be watching him go up against Chase Claypool, who's a little bit better.
Yeah, so this is an interesting game because of that matchup there against Claypool. It'll be fun to watch them play one-on-one because in 2019, at that point, Michigan was still a very much a man coverage team as well. So we're going to see him really matching up one-on-one with him on the outside quite a bit. And then at the same time, we'll be able to see some of Aaron Banks as well because he's on the offense for Notre Dame. So we kind of get a 2-for-1 today.
And when you watch Ambry Thomas against Chase Claypool, it's a good matchup because, one, we know Chase Claypool is a good wide receiver in the NFL. He proved that as a rookie last year. And two, he's huge. He's about 6'4". And while the Niners won't be facing him every year, they'll be facing DK Metcalf, who's similar. So you can kind of picture the matchup.
Yeah, you can see it because of the size matchup, and there's a differential that'll show up a couple times in this game. So it's an interesting one for sure.
All right, let's get right into it. We decided to go 75% speed today. Special for the cornerbacks. I feel like sometimes you want to feel a little bit of their speed as opposed to just seeing them run in slow motion. It's a little bit of the burst, a little acceleration, but you still want to see the technique at the line of scrimmage. So I think this is a good happy medium. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, first down. Here's going to be a running play.
Okay, I'll fat forward.
He's at the top of the screen.
I'm not going to scout his tackling too much. I mean, I don't care. That's something he can work on.
Yeah, and then here's one-on-one. He's one-on-one, working one-on-one with Claypool, who kind of slips, but he's right in his hip pocket.
Claypool gets the inside release, tries to come back outside. Would that be a penalty in the NFL?
I'm not sure if they'd call that because it doesn't look like he's really holding him at the top of the route. They're kind of both playing each other. There's some hand fighting going on between the two of them. So, it's not.
Agree.
Plus this ball ends up, I think, hitting out of bounds. He's pretty much.
What I noticed with Thomas is a lot of times he gets his hand on the receiver's hip, which is fine. And it seems like maybe Claypool's trying to throw his hip off of him, and he loses his balance a little bit. So, good play by Thomas. He's physical.
Yeah. One thing to remember here: this is the game where there was a lot of rain, so that the field's really wet as well. So they're both having to. That. Yeah, and what's interesting about that is when it's wet and rainy, the offensive player is usually going to have the advantage because they know where they're going. But you watch Thomas, and he does a really good job throughout this game of maintaining his balance.
Yeah. Okay, so this is his first rep against someone who was in the running for Rookie of the Year. I mean, he was a hell of a player. So let's see how this. If you think Ambry Thomas could be a number one corner in the league, this is a good matchup to test that.
Yeah, and then this 3rd and 5 here, they're going to try to take him deep down the left side. He's at the top of the screen there, one-on-one. Good jam. He's running right with him. He's right in his pocket. Book puts us. Yeah, and Book puts us in a good spot. On the outside. There's really nothing that Thomas can do here. He's defending this pretty much perfectly. You just got Claypool, who's a bigger receiver, is able to get up and make the catch.
Right, and let's pause it at the catch point and just point out that that's not a catch in the NFL. This is great coverage.
Yeah, it's really nice coverage because he comes down. He's only got the 1 foot in. There's no way he's going to be able to get both feet in. So, 49er uniform. If this is the 49ers and Steelers, this is coming back.
Yeah, it's a 1 foot in situation. So great coverage, Ambry Thomas. The one thing you'd like to see him maybe get his either find the ball or play his arm through the catch point, one or the other. But still, he does a good job of squeezing Claypool to the sideline and not really giving him much. I mean, there's a very tiny window for this to be completed.
Yeah, and I don't think he's because of where this ball is placed. Look where that ball is placed compared to him. You can see him putting his arm up. There's no way for him to really physically get there unless he was a little bit taller and had really long arms.
Yeah. So
he's 6 foot, correct?
Yes.
Right in that ballpark. Yeah. So it's not like he's a little receiver. Claypool's just a big guy. Look where that ball's thrown. It's almost out of bounds.
He just looked over his right shoulder first And he probably should have looked over his left shoulder. I guess he wasn't expecting Book to place it so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a former outfielder, I'm cognizant of which shoulder you're looking over. That'll get you.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a really good one there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so he gives up the catch. It's like a 15-yarder to a really good NFL wide receiver. And again, that's not a catch in the NFL.
Correct. And they come back right here, and this is a really nice one. This is him in run defense, and he's got a big, tackle coming out at him, and he does a good job of forcing this ball back up inside, taking the lineman out, and really helping the defense bounce this out. Watch him take out 74. He goes right at his legs. He knows he's not going to be able to take him on.
Oh, that's good.
Just cuts him down.
Sets the edge.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shows some aggressiveness, throwing his body around, and really makes the play easier for the linebackers coming over the top and the safeties coming down.
That's exactly how they would coach the cornerback to do it. I'm sure his position coach was happy with that.
Yeah, really, really nice job of forcing that. And then there's a run play here on second down, and then third down is a screen going to go away from him. So not a whole lot going on with Thomas after that.
He pulled so strong, he almost blocked him off the field. Or whoever that was.
Yeah, Claypool is a big guy. He pushes him around pretty good a few times.
Okay, so that's just a crossing route against zone.
I think it's basically supposed to be like a screen. It's not a screen, but they're blocking it up. It's the crossing thing like we see BYU, Alabama, a bunch of teams run.
But these guys are basically blocking.
Yeah, you're going to see the tight end basically is blocking. They're trying to set the edge there, and that guy does a good job of coming up through.
Here, top of the screen. Now he's running with him.
Yeah, I think they fumbled the snap, or they fumbled the ball in the backfield, mishandled it. Yeah,
he's tough to run away from. Ambry Thomas is tough to run away from. Yeah,
he's sticky. He's really good with that.
He uses his hands well. He's not small. He has long arms, and he's really fast.
Yep. In this play right there, that play gets called back, but it shows his ability to move wherever the receiver goes. Now you see him here lined up in the slot because the receivers had moved across, so he was in the slot. Now this is the next play.
I'll go back.
This one gets. Yeah. The play gets called back, but they brought him across, and he's lined up in the kind of an inside position.
Certainly, and he mentioned that he can play either way.
Yeah, he has the ability to do that, and they've shown him on film with where he started at corner, and they've rotated. He rotates into a free safety position. He can play pretty much everywhere.
I mean, that's how Vic Fangio liked to use Carlos Rogers. Start him outside, but then nickel move him into the slot, because a lot of time the best receiver is going to be in the slot anyway, and that's the toughest matchup. You can't use the sideline as an extra defender.
Yeah, and for a guy that's able to play man coverage like Thomas can, that might be a spot to look for with him down the road.
Real asset, yeah. Doesn't mean he's a part-time player. It just means that you can bring him inside in certain situations.
Yeah, or he's or this year he could be a backup to
K1 or
to the veteran.
All of them.
Yeah, to K1, because they're gonna probably need him at some point. He just runs with him. He's always on top of him. He's never really beat.
No. Now, I what I watched last week with Coach Johnson, there's a couple times where he'll just get his weight, he'll get out of balance and he'll slip or stumble. But those are the only times he kind of beats himself. Sometimes he usually doesn't get beaten by the guy.
Yeah. No, he's quick, and he has really good hands, and so that's part of what's helping him keep up with them.
He does a good job of getting his hands on you and not holding, but kind of allowing that to steer him. Yeah,
he's just kind of holding. He's not holding on, but he's using that to know where he is on the receiver.
It's almost like another pair of eyes, right? I can feel you. I don't need to look at you the entire time. Anyway.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway. All right. So let's keep going. So he's off the field here. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Is this the next possession?
Yeah.
So he's going to be out for a little.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's going to be out for a little. Yeah, we can watch Aaron Banks. He's in there, left guard 69. And
all right.
He's got some good. there's actually a play in here. I don't know if I wrote it down, but where he actually gets run over by Kwity Paye.
Oh wow!
But for the most part, you see the same stuff on film with him as we saw when we broke him down the first time. He's just such a strong,
very strong man. Yeah. What a difference! He's going to be so much different than the guards this team has had.
Yeah, it's going to make a big difference. I think if he's on the right side originally, I think it's going to make a big difference for the right side of the offensive line.
I like how he's able to push, but also turn the guy. Boom. That's all you really need to do.
Yeah, he's able to work his feet. Isn't really able to move him too much, but he stops him. There's no penetration at all. He's able to turn them.
Turn. Yeah, it's good. Turns his shoulders.
Yeah,
that's good. Okay, so we keep Ambry's still out, so here we go. We're watching Banks until he's back in.
Pass protection, 1-on-1 slides off.
Already better than Laken Tomlinson. This is my thing with Laken. This gets him. He's real good 1-on-1, but once you start running games on his side, he'll be the one that misses a guy if someone misses him. Not all the time, but he's prone.
Yeah, they had such a hard time with that this last year.
Yeah,
and I don't know if that's. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't know if that's necessarily because you saw both sides had trouble with it. So I don't know if it's because of all the shuffling at center and getting the calls correct, or if it is Tomlinson. But they've struggled with those twists and stunts
for years,
for a couple of years now.
Yeah, let me make sure he's not in.
He's not going to be back in until 7:59.
Okay, we'll just go through real quick and watch a little Banks for the sake of it. Because this guy,
yeah, just double team and they just take that guy, just drive him right out of there.
This could be him and Trent Williams in a couple years. Although I'm sure he's going to start on the right.
Yeah, even on the right side, him and Mike McGlinchey doing that, I think would be pretty impressive.
And George Kittle too.
Yep,
3 of them. That'd be nice. Okay.
I mean, look at the way that they're able to pound him.
Yeah, take this guy and move him out of there.
Yeah, the guard comes right around.
Oh, that's
yeah,
that's good. That's good.
Pass protection. He's the one guy in pass protection when you watch Notre Dame who's never pushed back. We've got the Thomas back in the game now.
Okay,
but that's okay. It's been first down was a run. He's on the bottom of the screen.
It's pretty clear that the only way that Chase Claypool is going to beat Ambry Thomas is making a contested catch. Just being taller than him. He's not going to run away from him. He's not going to shake him.
Yeah. No, he's able to stick. Here he's running away. If he's running across from him, this should be a route. If he's running around here, where he should be able to get there. But one's right on his hip the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. When I watch Ambry Thomas, even if I feel, he got beat here or this wasn't a great rep, quarterbacks don't test him. Rare, maybe twice a game, maybe.
Yeah, no, they almost never throw his way. The other side is where they're always going to, and even on the drags and crossers like we saw earlier on that previous route, if they were coming the other way with that against the other corner, that's where they would throw it. That's what they're looking at almost every time. He rarely gets the ball come his way. I think he only gets 2 or 3 balls his way in this game.
I don't know who he's covering here, but the guy's not open.
No, I'm not sure who that one was. They had a pretty good team. I think, is it number 10 that he ends up covering?
I think it's this guy. That's the slippery fox, right? I don't know why they call him that.
Yeah, number 10 is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one that was with the 49ers last year.
Yeah.
Right? Chris Fink? Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Fink. All right.
Yeah. I think this was supposed to be a quick little screen out to the right side. It gets blown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's not a whole lot in there. Then the next possession is 1st and 10. We got to run.
Okay. Got Aaron Banks
on first and 2nd down. Here we got running plays.
Thomas. I guess you can do all 22 Thomas to end zone Banks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one, he's another running play, does a good job of getting himself turned.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the guard again.
Slipping the block. That's a powerful blocker. Banks right here.
Yeah, he's on 97. He's able to hold and turn.
Hold and turn. You see that a lot. Boom and boom. Finish him. Goodbye.
Yeah. So,
he did his job.
Yep.
This guy's going to help Mike McGlinchey.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's what we're talking about before. Here's, it's going to be a pass, but I think on this one he's going to be playing a zone.
Yeah.
Because the man runs away from him and he's sitting inside. He's looking. There's nothing coming around, so he's just keeping his eye on the quarterback.
It's odd when he does play a zone in Michigan. It's usually like an underneath type of zone, which is strange because that's not usually how the Niners do it. The corners are usually playing back in zone, unless it's a nickel. Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Yeah, it's more of like a cover 2 look, but I don't think it's exactly what they're doing. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, here he is against Claypool again. It's just really good coverage.
Yeah, he's right on him.
Oh.
Turns, quick turn. He's right back there. The ball comes his way. He's going to be right there to be able to make a
yeah, that's that turn that Richard Sherman tries to do and does it really slowly, as opposed to like opening up your hips and pivoting in this way. He just flips with him. That's really quick. Man, he's good.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much with Thomas that they kind of he seems to be the guy that they're looking at. It's going to be the first man off the bench to replace if Verrett has a problem or something.
Yeah,
because he's got that ability.
Yeah, or Verrett or even K1. Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that
because he has that ability to play man and really be tough there. I think he'd be fine playing zone too.
Little Banks bonus coverage. Yeah, let's leave him.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 and 5 down the bottom. That's fake.
The Niners got a couple good guys when they don't want to ever throw at the cornerback that they got, or the defense doesn't want to rush at the guard that they picked up.
Great point. When it's a money down and it's time for them to actually get after the quarterback, why would you waste one of your good pass rushers on Banks? You're not going to get anywhere. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, and that one, him and tackle just totally crushed that poor guy.
Yeah, Banks being Banks. All right, here we go. He's against Fink here, who's a fringe NFL slot receiver.
Yeah, play action. They're moving him away from. They're going downfield, but they're taking it the opposite side.
Of course. Staying away from Thomas. They've targeted him once so far. He's given up 1 catch for 15 yards. And the catch wouldn't have been a catch in the NFL. The guy only got 1 foot in bounds. And it was Chase Claypool, who's a hell of a player. Yeah,
and it was a super tough catch.
Super tough catch.
Ball was almost out of bounds.
Great
got it.
Pass. Yeah. Get bottom of the screen. Yeah, Fink shouldn't be able to do anything against Ambry Thomas. Anything at all.
Yeah.
You kidding?
I watched Thomas shove into this play. Yeah.
Get the hell out of bounds. Yeah. Don't play in the same field.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I love that. One more time. You're going to sign with the Niners. They're not going to like you, and they're going to draft me the next year. Get out of here. All right. No. Let's watch Banks real quick. Little Banks. Bonus Banks. Bonus Banks. Nice oh! Job. 97 did a good job there. Good for 97. That's a tough
good job of good job of being able to separate from him at the point of attack.
Good job, 97. That's tough. All right. Here we go.
He's on Claypool down here at the bottom of the screen.
That's a good route by Claypool. A nice inside.
Yeah, and Thomas doesn't get his hands on him.
Yeah. He's off the. I mean, he's right on the line of scrimmage too. That's a good receiver. That's a good player. Yeah. See, like there are little plays like this with Ambry Thomas. We're like, okay, he got beat here, but he's just conditioned the quarterback not to throw his way. I wonder. See, it'll be tough. Well, he's going to go through the same thing that Akello Witherspoon went through, which is you're playing next to someone people really, really respect. It was for Akello, it was Sherman. With him, it's going to be Verrett, and you're going to get targeted a lot, man. How's that going to go?
Yeah, and plus, he's stepping in the NFL, and he doesn't have the reputation that he does here. So, in this whole week leading up, they're talking about how good number one is when he goes to the 49ers, that goes away. Now they want to actually target him. They're going to test him to make sure he can hold up like he did here.
And Jack, what do you think he should do differently or better? What can he do better in a situation like this? Because he's going to have to face a slant against DK Metcalf.
Yeah, I'd like to see him be able to get his hands on the receiver. I think that's going to help him. He's not able to really get any kind of a jam or get any kind of a press on him, and so that's what helps. Claypool get inside.
One thing I noticed at rookie minicamp is that the other corner the Niners drafted, we'll do a breakdown of him in the future, Diamador Lenore, really, you don't have to tell him to do that. He'd be right in the guy's face even if he's bigger than him. I was impressive. So what you're saying he has to do, Lenore can do. He's just smaller and not as physically gifted.
Yes, he just doesn't get his hands on him at all. He's just reading them, and he steps inside, and he's not able to step with them. It's one of the few times where we don't see him be able to keep up with them.
It really, if I could slow it down, it seems to me like he's expecting Claypool to take an outside release.
Let's see what he does here.
With that, he brings his right foot back, opens his hips up a little bit like he's expecting it to go up here. I don't know.
That's what that is what happens, because you see him turn his hips a little bit because he's expecting him to take him outside.
Yeah.
He comes right back up underneath him. Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
So you see why Chase Claypool had success. That's an excellent release to get the inside, and you'll see what Thomas has to work on. Guess he was guessing a little bit there, or he got fooled. Who knows? Anyway.
Yeah, I think he got fooled. He's reading his hips, and his hips are taking him to the deep route.
Hey, he's out of the game again, I believe.
Yes, he's going to be out here until 15:06.
Okay, we'll get a little bonus banks in the meantime. Left guard, number 2. Good luck.
Yeah.
Who's number 2?
Number 2 doesn't. It doesn't matter. He's standing in the line of scrimmage. He
doesn't matter.
He doesn't move anywhere. He gets nothing.
Okay, this is Chase Claypool going up against someone that's not Ambry Thomas and dropping the ball. Okay, we're not scouting him. Here's Banks blocking a guy with one hand.
Yeah, he's helping the center and keeping an eye on Pay, who's over on the tackle.
Certainly. Okay.
Yeah, here we go. Now they're trying to run.
That would have been fun to see.
Yeah, you can see him get out there. I mean, he's out.
That's a nice little burst. I almost thought they were going to throw it to him for a second.
He's quick.
Right.
For a guy his size, he has really good feet, moves really well.
Man, that was too bad Ian Book couldn't have completed that. It would have been a nice rep to watch. Oh well. Okay, he's back. He's back. Just dominating Chris Fink. Not much we need to see there. We know he's better than Chris Fink. Fair enough. He does get to go. Okay, here he is. Claypool again. Out in screen. Here we go. Oh, no.
Yeah, he's right. He's right in his hip pocket.
Yeah. That's just terrific.
Mm-hmm. Nothing there on that one. And then that's Tommy Tremble, the guy who got drafted in the 3rd round, dropping the ball.
I wonder if Ambry Thomas would have been picked higher had he played in 2020.
Yeah, I think he probably would have. I think the fact that he doesn't have any film from this season probably hurt him a little bit.
Chris Fink trying to beat Ambry Thomas with an outside release. It's like hilarious. Are you kidding?
He's right with him.
Good luck, dude. That's like 4-6 against 4-3. Good luck.
Yeah, he gets there and he gets his left hand on him and he turns his head right inside to see what's going on.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have to worry about this guy. No, I've got him.
No. Yeah. No way the quarterback's looking over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That guy made a nice catch. Tremble? Claypool? Claypool.
That's Claypool.
Oh, he didn't make the catch. Sorry. Okay. I just assumed he did. Okay. Bottom of the screen. Look at this guy.
Yeah, just run right with him.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's right with him. And there's nothing there, and I think does he pick that off? No, he drops it, and he almost intercepts it though on the rebound. Does a good job.
Yeah, he does. Real close.
He's in man coverage to be able to come off of that and almost make the play. That's pretty impressive.
Right, because you're really taught to have your eyes on the wide receiver. So to have the awareness that the ball's been thrown and that he needs to find it is great.
Yeah, that's where the whole, using his hands helps him out because he's able to run and feel the man, and he knows where his man is. He's able to turn his head.
Absolutely. Bottom of the screen again.
Very nice.
What I've noticed, what I'm saying, I'm going to say something real quick. These coaches watch from the booth. They see what's open, and they attacked Ambry Thomas right off the bat with a second, third play of the game with Chase Claypool. Now they're putting their worst receiver on the guy. Like, you know what? Let's just waste Ambry Thomas and put Claypool somewhere else.
Yeah, they went at him the first two pass plays of the game, on the second, third play of the game. The first one, he had really good coverage. The second one was really good coverage and a contested catch. And at that point, they said, let's go over to the other side of the field and work over there.
That's right. So that's a compliment. Hold on.
And then when he was off the field, then they brought him back. Yeah, so he could see a good move.
Absolutely. We're going to see Banks' movement here. Oh. So what's he trying to do? Trying to get 44?
Yeah, I think he's trying to, because Pay's sliding inside, so instead of blocking him when he's really taking himself out of the play, he tries to get to the next level and he collides with the tight end. Because Pay's stunning inside, so there's no reason to hook him, so he's taking himself to the next level. See how Pay jumps
over here?
like that. Yeah. So see how he jumps to his inside, so he just tries to run through him, around him. Right.
Got it.
Because he's basically blocking himself.
Yeah, good point. So you just keep him. Yeah, good point. And then he runs into him. Okay. Let's get back to Ambry. Going up against some other wide receiver, a tight end, a guy with a number 88. Not going to get open. Too easy.
Yeah, he's playing zone on this one.
I'm really excited to watch him one-on-one against Ayuk.
Yeah, Ayuk and Debo, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Thomas should hold his own. That's good coverage.
Yeah, another good coverage. They're flushing him here, and he's able to just stick right with them. And
you wrote this for all 49ers SI. I mean, if you want to know what the Niners defense is going to look like next year, take a look at how Michigan uses Ambry Thomas. I think they're going to be doing a lot of man coverage. What do you think, Jack?
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing that a lot. I think we saw that last year when Sherman got taken out, and the fact that they didn't have a pass rush. And I think we're going to see a lot of man coverage this year because even though you're getting Bosa back, you're not sure. I think they're going to have him on a little bit of a rep count. So, and we don't know what he's going to be bringing back. So you expect some more of those pressure packages, which is why you'd be seeing them using more man coverage to try to generate that pass rush that they're going to need. That's kind of the thought process behind it, I think.
Absolutely. Now watch Ambry Thomas totally smother a deep over route from Chase Claypool. And he just gives up mid-route. He's like, I'm not getting the ball. I'm not open.
Yeah, he's on top of him.
Yeah. Jeez, maybe if you were scouting Chase Claypool in this game a couple of years ago, maybe you'd give him a third-round grade.
Yeah, he's all over him.
All over him, man. Because Claypool was a third-round pick, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he just happened to explode on the Steelers playing with. I guess that's what happens when you go from Ian Book to Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, Ian Book is rough.
Sean Payton somewhere in the comment section saying like, "Wait a second." Okay, here we go. No, this isn't it. Hold on. Where are we at?
Yeah, he's up in the slot on this one. Yeah,
that's interesting. Here we go.
Watch the jam that he gets here, though.
Gotta love it.
I mean, yeah, that's really good.
Fantastic. One more time. Going up against Trent Taylor 2.0.
Yeah, he just smothers him again.
Smothers him. Again, he's only been targeted once.
Yeah, once that I can remember.
Yeah, once that I can remember. I think we would remember.
Or twice.
Target.
It was twice.
Okay.
The first pass of the game and then the second pass. The first pass was the one where they tried to run an out and Claypool kind of slipped.
Good call. Good point. See? You think you know and you don't. Here he is again. They're coming back with Claypool. I think they're going to go at him one more time with Claypool.
They are.
But it's not going to be on an in-breaker. This is better. He gives up a little separation here, but he closes that gap very quickly.
Yeah, he does a really nice job of cutting across to the spot on there on the slant. Takes a little bit of because he's beat, so he's just taking an angle to get to where the man's going.
Yeah, but he's back in it now. Nice acceleration. Good job.
Yep.
Yep. Most importantly, the quarterback doesn't even expect him to get open. So, Ambry Thomas on the left. I'm looking right.
Yep, he's down here at the 40.
Here we go. Nope. Great coverage.
Yeah, he's right on him again. He's on top of him, and then you've got Banks in the middle there holding down, and you get the step up for the scramble.
And I always like this when watching a cornerback cover a fade route on the sideline. How far can you push the wide receiver to the sideline? And Ambry Thomas gets him almost on the sideline. That's great. Look at that.
Yeah, he gets him. Yeah, he gets him all the way there. He rides him out there.
Yeah, this guy, only way he's getting beaten by Claypool is if you put the ball up here and Claypool catches it over his head. That's it.
Yeah.
And that, I mean,
what
are you going to do?
Yeah, and that's what we're going to see on this next play, I think.
Okay. Here he goes.
Again, at the bottom of the screen. He does a really nice job, though, of squeezing. Look at how, he's squeezed him all the way out to the sideline, so that's really nice. Not much room there. Again, this ball's almost out of bounds when he makes the catch.
And Claypool is really strong. So, like, as he's squeezing him, it's like almost Claypool pushes back. You think he's almost getting pushed out, and then boom, he really hits him. Creates some space for himself like a power forward. Boom.
Watch the height that he gets, and he's got his long arms, and he's able to get up and make the catch. But the coverage is about as good as you can get. You can see on this one, his arm is up through between his arms, but
his coverage is actually better on this one than it was on the last one.
Yeah, it is.
That's good. That's just a freaky catch, man.
Two really good players, going at
Ross catch right there. This guy's giving me Ross Dwelly vibes. Whoa! He got 2 feet in bounds too.
Yeah, I keep hearing all the talk about the 49ers needing a third receiver, but I think they got Ross Dwelly.
Ross the boss. Okay, so those are the 2 catches I think he gives up in this game. We'll keep watching, but there's really no shame in getting beat like that. I mean, you did your job the best you could. I mean, it's just shame on you for not being 6'4", I guess.
Yeah.
That's on you. Should have drank your milk. Harbaugh did. Harbaugh's 3 inches taller than John. There's a reason.
Because he drank his milk.
Drank his milk. That's what he says.
Yep.
Okay.
Down at the goal line 1-on-1.
Forget about it.
Yeah. He's on him. Forces him. He's looking there when he first steps back, and then he takes off looking the other way because he knows he doesn't have it.
He looks. He goes, Ambry Thomas. Nope.
Yeah. That's just really good coverage. And then this one's going to be a throwback. They're going to come across from the other side of the field, and the linebacker doesn't see the tight end coming.
Yes. That's right. Is it one of these 2 guys?
Yeah, I think it's 29 that's supposed to be there.
29.
Right there, yeah.
Uh-oh. He's like, don't run back too quickly. Let this guy get in front.
Yeah. This was the year 2019. Michigan was dominant throughout most of the year until they got to Ohio State.
Okay, he's off the field.
Yeah, he'll be off the field now until 23-40.
Okay,
I think this is in the –
what?
I was going to say, I think this is in the area where we're going to see Banks get knocked down for – I mean, look at this one, though. He comes all the way across the field and takes on 97. That's a heck of a block.
Yeah.
Just stops him like a wall.
That's nice.
Again.
Another drop from Claypool. What are you doing, dude? You're killing your draft stock. This is going to – I don't think you're going to get drafted in the second round after this one, man. Okay. Banks.
Showing pressure.
Yep. Just easy.
Yeah, just eats up the linebacker.
One more time. That was easy.
And look, he just swallows them up. Just
yeah.
He's so much taller.
Yeah, where you going, baby?
Just,
You can just stop playing right now. I mean, who you kidding?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Let's just ride this play out. All right, 73. Got a little excited. Let's see. Is he back on? No. All right.
Not yet.
Thanks time.
That's the last one he'll be on after this one.
Okay. Again, 4 is like, no, backwards. Back to the right.
Yeah. Quick little screen out to the right. So he's back in the game now.
Where? Here?
He's right. No. He's on the B.
Got it.
He's right between the B and the 1.
Got it.
And running his way. You know, he's definitely not afraid to stick his nose in there. That's another thing that I like about him. You know.
Yeah,
Richard Sherman
for against Ohio State, I felt like I saw him make a couple of business decisions, but in this game, he's been on it.
Yeah. For a guy, you know, that's one of the things the 49ers need is that Richard Sherman would kind of just, you know, he wasn't one to really want to stick his nose in there. Leave it at that.
Here we go.
That's a nice job of coming off and getting to the second guy because they're in the zone here.
Gotta love that.
Yeah, really nice.
Let's see from the end zone angle. Nice little hit from the cornerback.
Yeah, does a good job. You can see he's trying to even knock the ball down and still able to knock the guy down like that.
Yeah, he's not a safety or anything. That's a nice hit though.
Really nice. Another pass one here. 3rd and 5.
Looks like Claypool. It's good coverage. He really can stop on a dime. I feel like if I had done my homework on cornerbacks this deep and I'd seen this guy on my own, I would have liked him. I would have seen I like this guy a lot.
Yeah, he's really good. This you know, his film reminds me a lot of the Cam Bynum film from 2019 against Arizona State when he did
the IU. Here. Look at this.
Yeah, just drives him right out of bounds.
And you know, it's in his favor. He's a much better athlete than Cam Bynum. I don't think Cam Bynum can run that fast.
No, I don't think so either. I think he's a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Thomas.
So he just throws Chase Claypool out of bounds. Gotta love that.
Yeah, we see him every time he tries to run up the field on it to the sideline almost effortlessly.
Yeah. That's great.
Just takes him right out of the play.
He's from Akello Witherspoon to this guy. And that has really upgraded their scouting. I like this guy better. I don't know. Maybe Akello will flourish in Seattle, but I doubt it.
Witherspoon was 2017, right?
Yeah. Off topic, I really can't wait to see how Kyle Shanahan goes at Akello Witherspoon twice a season. It's going to be brutal. You're going to see exactly what Kyle thinks of that guy.
See how
you thought he went after Kevin King. I was like, whew.
How they decided to attack him. Yeah, they got book out of the game at this point, and Michigan's just teeing off on this poor backup. He doesn't.
Yeah. No chance. No chance. Yeah, I mean, Ambry Thomas was just better than Chase Claypool in this game.
He was good throughout. I mean, you know, if you would go back to the first game, because we did do that one game earlier with him against Alabama.
Yeah.
You know, and he shut down. They didn't even Alabama with what 4 first-round wide receivers didn't even throw at him.
That's true.
In that game, that shows how good he was in 2019.
Yeah, he's just his guy's never open.
Yeah, no, he just blankets them.
6 feet, 4.3 speed with quickness and acceleration. What more do you want?
Yeah, I think he's out of the game now for the rest of the game.
Okay. Then let's just cycle through a little Aaron Banks for the Aaron Banks enthusiasts out there, and then we'll talk about Ambry. It's nice.
It's just so big.
That's great. But
at their OT, the rookie day that you were able to watch, what were the linemen doing? Were they working on their own?
Just working on their own. It was to the point where I wasn't even watching them. They didn't get to go against anyone. At OTAs, it'll be much more exciting. There'll be defensive linemen, offensive linemen, a full team. There were 22 players there. Jack, have you ever heard of a 22-player practice?
I've had a 22-player practice, so yeah.
Wow. How do you pull that off?
It's rough.
Yeah, 7-on-7, right? One-on-one kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, they did it. No one got hurt.
Really, yeah. We only had like 27 guys on our team, and a couple of them were out sick. So
that'll do it.
Uh-huh.
Today we're playing basketball. All right, here we go. By the way, I'm loving that last chance. Have you seen the whole thing yet? East LA?
I'm about halfway to 3/4 of the way through. It's really good.
I like it a lot.
I like the coach.
Yeah, me too. He loses his mind sometimes, but then he brings it back together, and he gets real crazy during the playoffs. I like him, though. I like him.
I'm going to have to get to that point.
He's got some strange motivational tactics.
Well, he's great because he never swears, but he sure.
That's right.
Like
That's right. That's true. That's true. He's very religious. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like getting blocked by him is like pulling up the short straw. Like, oh, man. Did I need
I'm really looking forward to. That's the one I think about the one-on-ones with Thomas against Ayuk. I'm really looking forward to hearing about this guy against Javon Kinlaw and Armstead.
Oh yeah, Armstead's going to be the real test. I think Banks is going to do quite well against Kinlaw because
Kinlaw's mostly a power guy. Oh, I think I lost you.
Hey, what's up? Am I the only one here? This starts to happen a little too much, don't you think? My computer died. Now I'm here by myself. What happened to Jack?
Stage.
Hey, Jack. Hey, how you doing? Hold on.
Hey,
what's up? This is starting to happen too often. I think.
You just froze.
Yeah, my entire computer died, so I'm gonna have to check on that one. It's starting to happen once every other week. I'm thinking maybe I might need a new computer. I don't know. Let's see. But anyway, so what are your thoughts on Ambry Thomas?
Thomas, I really like everything I've seen with Ambry Thomas. We've done a couple of games of his now, and I think he's going to be a heck of a defensive player. I know he's a third rounder, but he sure looks like he can play the part of a strong number, at least a number 2 cornerback, maybe even number 1, depending on how they coach him up.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think so too. He looks like he's got all the athleticism you would want from a first-round cornerback, and they got him at the end of round 3. That's impressive. Probably he fell there because he opted out, which isn't necessarily a good reason for a guy to fall, but I mean, it's just a tough evaluation. You didn't have as much tape as you wanted. I think he's the only guy they drafted who opted out. Am I right with that?
Well, I don't know. It depends on if you want to.
Oh, Trey Lance.
Trey Lance, but he didn't opt out as much as he was kind of forced to because of right now he would have just basically finished up his season if he had stayed. with their their season getting pushed out to the spring. So it was either play or sit because you're going to miss the draft. So the only one that I know of that they did this with was Thomas,
I see,
who could have actually played.
I see. Well, I'm looking forward to watching him in camp as we mentioned. I think before, right as my computer died, we were talking about one-on-ones.
Yeah, we were talking about the one-on-ones, and it was I think what we were talking about there was Javon Kinlaw, with the Aaron Banks against Javon Kinlaw and Aaron Banks against Eric Armstead, and you were starting to say that you think he was going to struggle more against Armstead than Kinlaw, and what I was starting to say was I think you're going there because Kinlaw doesn't really have a lot of pass rush moves.
Yeah, Kinlaw wins just by being bigger than people, and he's not bigger than Banks.
Yeah, no, he's not. Banks is going to, I think, make him look small, really, when you look at him in comparison. So that's like two big dudes going against each other, two big bears in the jungle going after each other.
The slow motion walruses fighting on the elephant walruses going head to head.
Yeah,
absolutely. No, I think the way Armstead is very good at what he does. Like, he's a forklift. He's 6'8" and he can get underneath you, and he's so strong. That'll be tough for Aaron Banks. That'll be a real. I've seen Eric Armstead in those one-on-ones. He's a handful, man. First, he's so big, he's so strong, and he can be very violent in those one-on-ones. DeForest Buckner was smoother, like he could just kind of make you miss and whiff. Armstead isn't trying to make you whiff. Armstead's trying to hit you in the face. It's very difficult, man. So, Aaron, have fun.
Now, does Armstead, when he goes up against Tomlinson, is he able to push him around?
Yes, and he'll hit you face like helmet to helmet. He will it's a lot. It's a lot of person coming at you, and he's not trying to miss you. He's not trying to swim you. He's trying to forklift you, and he's very good at it. Banks, that'll be like baptism. That'll be welcome to the NFL. That one right there. I think he'll do well against Kinlaw though.
Yeah, well, that would be fantastic to be able to see that, to watch those two guys go at each other. It's going to make them both better, you'd hope.
Absolutely. All right, Jack, I'm going to go investigate my computer. Thank you for hanging tight with me. It happens all the time, so I think you probably understood what happened. You knew the deal, knew the drill.
Yeah, I figured. I didn't realize it was your computer. I figured it was either your connection or my connection. So,
all right, well,
yeah.
Thanks for holding down the show.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.